Ken, do you remember you wrote I don't know whether you would call it a rejoinder or a rebuttal in the New York Review of Books, because somebody wrote a letter and then you replied, and about your original article, and you pointed out, you said, if you work on the basis of a 2-to-1 ratio for wounded to deaths, and if we've had 40,000 deaths, then we have had people, total casualties of 120,000. He said, well, so Israel must, by any definition, have killed all the combatants or taken them out of action. They must have won by now. So why is this still going on? And
Well, yeah, no. Look, and I think there undoubtedly are still Hamas fighters. So I don't think you can just extrapolate from numbers to say there's no Hamas left. But that your broader point, Nicholas, is absolutely right, which is to say, why is Israel still fighting? In other words, they just cut a deal with Hezbollah, even though Hezbollah is a much stronger force. It poses a much greater threat to Israel than Hamas. But Netanyahu could agree to a peace and a ceasefire in Lebanon because it didn't jeopardize his political coalition. His far right ministers, who are the key not only to his retaining power, but also to his avoiding prison on pending corruption charges, they are opposed to any ceasefire in Gaza. So Netanyahu is pursuing this endless war, going after Hamas fighters one by one with enormous costs to the Palestinian civilian population. And that's where we are right now. Biden has been pushing him to agree to a ceasefire, but not using the leverage that he has of suspending the military aid or the arms sales. And Trump is, of course, indifferent to Palestinian civilian life. So these are
how many
networks.
casualties has Israel suffered in this warfare?
I mean, I don't have the overall numbers, but about 1,200 on October 7th. I think a couple thousand soldiers
I
since
mean, a
then.
couple of they're all national servicemen in Israel, aren't they? I mean, it's
I mean, well, since the fighting since then, it's been
so
combatants. Obviously, on October 7th, they were just civilians.
yeah, of course they were.